All right, let's get ready. Bringing in the blue corner. Put your hands together for Mr. Sunni Bailey.
All right, Oren, we've got Sunni Bailey coming out of Rings MMA. This is going to be a bloody great start to the fights, mate. We've got Grow Strong number 6 in Warwick.
Yes, we do. I am very, very excited for this first bout. I am very, very excited.
There we have Tim doing his version of what was meant to be Barbie Girl, but they've just done the old We Will Rock You chant. Bit of a rocky start for the first one, but that's what we're looking for in here is some explosions.
Crowd support,
Exactly.
amazing crowd support.
Anyone who's confident enough to walk out to Barbie Girl, you know they know how to fight.
They're better.
So we got a young 17-year-old out of Linsmore.
I'm very excited for this one. Blue belt. Looks like hopefully he is going to do some ground battling, some ground attacks. We have got his favorite submissions here from top are armbar and guillotines, and his favorite submissions on bottom are triangle and armbars as well. So we have to look out for the armbars when it hits the bottom.
Yeah, and he's basically talking at the back with him before about his MMA ambitions. Just wants to win fights, and that's the opportunity here in terms of walking out in your first fight. Basically turning in, he's got his grappling background in terms of a blue belt, but also just the striking. They've got a C-class fight here, and I'll pass it on to our MC.
Okay, beautiful crowd support there. We're all a team now. This is going to be an amazing night. That was beautiful. Let's get in for the red corner, AJ Cliffe.
Got a fair bit of the crowd jumping in on this one, so AJ the Tank Cliffe making his way out into the cage for the first time as well.
Yes, he just turned 15 on April 14th. So this is a young man coming in to show that this is something I love about MMA as well. Young fighters coming in and proving that just because they're young doesn't mean anything. They can come in here and win fights spectacularly.
That's right, and fighting out of TMG MMA out of Red Bank as well. Got another couple of fighters on the card tonight as well. So obviously he's been put in the trenches. And always great to have another person in your fight camp with you, as opposed to going it solo.
That's very true. He has his teammates Liam Forrest and Rasadasa. Sam Zella is also on the same fight card. That's really good. It's always fun coming as a fighter. Teammates coming in. It's a great atmosphere as you come out.
There's a whole bunch of TMG personnel behind us as well, so I'm expecting a fair bit of noise in the background. And because we've got such young fighters, you can really see the gym's blueprint imprinted on them. So what we've got here with Sunni fighting out of Rings. We've got Daniel O'Rourke coming up against TMG in terms of Stuart the Wizard Ashby. So I'm really interested to see how well they've taught their charges and seeing how they kick on here. I mentioned before this being a C-class fight, so it means shin pads, and we'll explain that later.
Okay, everybody, it's time to pull the trigger. We have a catch weight bout at 90 kilograms. And kicking it off, this is the very start of what we hope will be a sensational evening of mixed martial arts. In the blue corner, fighting out of Rings MMA Lismore, weighing in at 88 kilograms, Sunni Bailey. Let the fighters know you care about them, guys. That's what they're here for. And let's get over, standing across from him in the red corner, training out of TMG MMA and weighing in at 89 kilograms, we have AJ the Tank Cliffe. All right, folks, let the leather fly!
All right, Oren, what are you expecting here, mate? Their first fight, is there going to be a filling out period?
I think they're going to go pretty quick at each other. Being young, I think they're going to get in pretty quickly.
That's it. Let your hands go.
Nice collection of that left leg.
Oh, and they are just going at it from the get-go, these two young men. Look at them go. They're just throwing heat at each other, standing in your pocket. Oh, beautiful knees, straight to the gut.
Beautiful defense there by Sunni as well. He's got the double underhooks now. He's twitched. He's turned the cage. A couple of knees in the thigh just to warm him up a little bit.
Yes. I think both these boys are both ground specialists, so they're both going to try and push each other there. But right now, they just love standing here and slugfesting.
I did like AJ's ability there to step back from the cage and show some strikes while he's against the cage.
Yes, very true. His kicks in here are very good. These knees that Sunni are putting in are working really, really well.
Sunni's finding ways to strike no matter what. Doing a great job pushing the head down, but AJ is relentless on this leg. So, Timmy, what do you got for us here, mate?
This is just a sensational fight. Should be said, both boys under 18. We got AJ, the big tank, at 15. Sunni coming in at 17. And, yeah, look at the energy they're coming in there.
Yeah, and what you can see, Sunni's doing a really good job. He's got that overhook while AJ's hunting the single leg. Sunni's stopping him from dropping his level. Well, he's just taken the underhook out, but he's replaced it really quickly. He's doing a good job there. Oren, what's he looking to do from here?
I reckon he needs to let go of his arms here and start pushing his head away and start spreading his base a little bit to get away. Right now, he's just holding AJ in here in this position for him not to move around.
Yeah. And you can hear there as well, you've got Stuart telling him everything he needs to do. So what we can tell here is AJ is in here, the red corner. So he's got right in front of his coaches. The crowd's a little bit quiet at the moment. He can hear his coach perfectly.
Yes. AJ's got his hands clasped together.
Down for a ride.
He can pick him up from here. He just needs to get his hips nice and close in. Oh.
Definitely in the money.
Very nice defense from there from Sunni.
And one of the reasons Sunni's going for a standing guillotine.
Standing guillotine choke he's got here. He's got to be careful. He's got to push his hips forward as hard as he can here to get this. Oh, this looks pretty deep.
30 seconds. Grab the wrist.
Looks pretty deep here. Looks
He's
pretty
really,
deep.
really close.
Legging.
He's doing a good job to put some pressure on, to try and create some separation there. Once again, we mentioned he's right in front of his coach's corner, so at this stage, if guillotine's on, it's on straight away, yes. So there must be a little bit of space in there. The guillotine has been abandoned there by Sunni, but that was a great job to get that takedown.
Very nice, very nice.
And what you'll notice is because they're in C class, they're not punching to the head, so
yes.
Wearing the shin pads, this is a great opportunity for a first fight.
That was very smart as well for Sunni to stand up in the last 10 seconds and rain down blows. Really solidifies in the judge's decision there who was winning that round. The last part of the round is very, very crucial in the judge's decision of the round.
Yeah, and that's a good point. For those watching at home, the punches to the body at the end, it's due to the fact they're not able to punch the head, but they'll be scored as in dominant punches to the head. From that, great showing from what I've seen from them. Sunni's ability to be able to turn that guillotine into a takedown and push him down was excellent. Sunni was relentless on the legs, basically looking for that takedown. Great job. We've got the replay here. The last little flurry before the bell went.
And it should be noted, Sunni's one of two. Him and Dan O'Rourke, they have both come from Lismore, and their gym actually got decimated in flood, so they've been making do without any gym, normal training environment. So to see someone come in, overcome that, it makes the sport a lot of fun.
Yeah. You can tell these boys, although young in years, have been very well coached.
That's a very good leg kick that he keeps going back to there, AJ. Very nice hands.
Oh, those jabs are going at it.
Oh, very nice.
The break is done here very well.
Oh, it's right there in the pocket. They're both firing at each other. Oh! He's going for a split naked choke here. It's not quite in. It's not quite in.
AJ's done a great job on getting his back to the ground, but he's going for an armbar.
Sunni here going for that armbar. As we said, we have to watch out for this. This is one of his favorite submissions. Oh, he's extending it here. He's extending it.
Okay, at this stage here, it's not on.
Step your leg over, bend your elbow. Step your leg
He's doing a great job here.
Yes, he's safe from this position here.
So that was a great fight IQ there by Sunni to go for that armbar, but in doing so, he has given up a strong position to AJ. And AJ was right in his corner, so had beautiful coaching in terms of doing the right things.
And he listened to it beautifully as well. That's what was very good. Now he's found himself in mount position, in a very dominant position right now.
Body punch. Head pressure. Come on.
This is where something he should start be pushing on this pace on Sunni. He just exploded out to try and finish him here, and he's having pretty troublesome time now getting back up.
And he's doing a really, really good job here in terms of keeping his head, like AJ's keeping his head under Sunni, which is putting a lot of pressure on. Kind of makes it hard to get out of the way.
Yeah, it makes your posture come up straight, so you have no strength to actually move around. He's doing a very good job here. He's just laying and praying right now. I'd like to see him hit a little bit more.
He is isolated to body punches as well, so it kind of is isolating that ability to grab.
Head pressure on the other side of his head. Move into side control.
And this is where I like the piece here. Sunni is being smart in terms of doing reverse coaching. So when he's told to do this part, he's pushing the head down, doing the opposite of what he's been told. It's really hard when you don't have your own corner in your background helping you, telling you what to do.
That's very true. Getting talked through everything you're doing is very, very good.
Well, Sunni's done a great job there using the cage to do that walk.
Yes, to create a nice scramble. Very good at AJ to stop that scramble, though, and stay in that dominant position. He's taking this back now very soon.
I think either way, Sunni's definitely going to remember this experience and what it's like to be over in the other area, and I'm sure it'll benefit him in fights to come.
Oh, mate, we've got 20 seconds left in this one. I'm looking forward to what these two gentlemen bring out in round 3.
I do agree. The last 10-15 seconds, I would like him just to get a few little hits in here and stuff like that.
Right him, get his back. Get that leg out. Get that leg out. Now. Boy. Yes, you got it.
Throwing that choke on the
Very close.
That was so close.
That
Under
was
the
very
chin.
deep, but no time to finish.
Yeah. I think Sunni would be taking a lot out of that. He had everything thrown at him and the kitchen sink. There's a lot of submissions that he defended quite well at that back end. But AJ's getting stronger and stronger, and the advantage of having the corner there as well.
AJ was rocked a little bit in that second round at the beginning. However, he recovered very, very well. And then after that recovery system, he dominated the rest of the round. So that is going to be a very, very difficult one for the judges to score, in my opinion, as well.
Yeah,
getting dropped, but then coming back and finishing off the round on top with a very close submission. That is something is going to be very difficult for these judges.
And the first fight of the night is always important. It sets the tone. And what we are seeing is a technical display of really, really good quality grappling and submission defense.
It's what you want to see. It should be noted as well, it's AJ's first MMA fight, so if you didn't have that information, you wouldn't know.
Yes, he's right there in in Sunni's face, throwing as hard as he can. That is a kid with heart and a fighting spirit. That's something that's very, very difficult to do against anybody, let alone when you're 15.
Yeah, and Sunni's been in the cage once before, so he'll be drawing on that experience now. This isn't for them. This is their version of championship round. The last round to do all the damage. He's done a great job twisting and turning AJ onto the cage there.
Come on, you got to work, mate. Come on. It's only a few minutes.
Good signs for the future of Australian MMA tonight.
AJ's doing a great job creating that distance, isn't he?
I really do like the combination AJ throws. I want him to pick his shots a little bit more because he's getting caught when he's just throwing in these punches there.
Yeah. He does love the uppercut, the hook, uppercut.
He has been landing them very well.
Underhook, circle off to me.
So what you can see here is his coach, AJ's coach is asking for him to fight for the underhooks instead of the overhooks to create a little bit more space. And Sunni's just tenderizing that left thigh a bit.
You see, the person with the underhooks is the person who's got dominant over the top. That was a very good takedown from Sunni right there.
And I did like the fact that AJ isn't just sitting there. He is trying to fight that position as much as possible. And this is the part, it's the small little bits that make a difference.
Oh.
Push him off. AJ,
Good
great
taking a
distance.
dominant position on top here from Sunny.
Very
From this
active hit.
armbar, that is a nice deep armbar.
And he did a great job there.
He's gone pulled. Oh, I can't see from here. It looks still quite deep.
It is very deep.
Yeah, leg over again.
It did look like he was trying to transfer into a triangle there at this stage.
Transferring back to armbar. He doesn't have anything at the moment though.
What was really good in the way he set that armbar up is he actually used the wall, the cage wall, to actually walk up to get his hips really high underneath. And he's got himself a triangle in there.
He's locked this triangle in. He's got 40 seconds to get this.
And what you can see here is that Sunny is going to try and keep his elbow off the center line as much as possible.
They pulled him here.
And AJ's going to be looking to try and cut the angle, and Sunny's going to try to stop
as hard as he
that.
can right here.
At this stage, we've got 20 seconds here. We'll have to see if Sunny's got some kind of miracle to pull out of the bag here. But
Sunny's just trying to put all pressure on top of him to try and alleviate as much pressure as possible.
it's a very, very good performance by both these gentlemen.
That was a great performance. Great performance by two young men.
Great job. Both very confident on the ground. And some beautiful shots flowing upstairs. What a fight. And Stuart Ashby, for that whole fight, was just telling his fighter what to do, play by play. It's one of the advantages of being down in your corner when you actually need the help. There's glimpses for both the fighters in those rounds. Be interesting to see whose hand gets raised on this occasion.
I don't think this is a very difficult fight to judge. Both boys had exceptional rounds and exceptional things that happened in each round. The very first round was a total war from the very get-go, and both struck each other very, very nice. It was very difficult to actually pinpoint who would win that round. In the second round, we had AJ getting dropped in the early parts of the second round, however recovering really well and then dominating the rest of the round. And the third round, both had very, very good aspects of that as well. So it's going to be very, very difficult to judge this one.
That's right. You mentioned Sunny putting on a beautiful left hook onto AJ to drop him at that point. And look,
prepare yourself,
the
folks.
change in
We're
regards
going to find
of
out very
positions.
shortly from the judges. We get their decision. If you're a Sunny Bailey fan, let us know. Out some love for AJ. Alrighty. Thanks very much to the boys for kicking us off with a sensational display of mixed martial arts for fight number one. Give them a round of applause. How good. That's what we wanted from fight number one, and we got it. So the fight has gone the distance. It has gone to the judges' scorecard, and we do have a split points decision with the winner in the blue corner, Mr. Sunny Bailey. Thank you to both men. Sensational battle. That's fight number one. Everything we wanted out of that. Thank you, sir. Incredible. Sunny, have a hug with your boys, then come over here, my friend. We want to chat to you. The people want to hear about the fight. Before we get into the fight, tell us a little bit. You guys have got knocked out by the floods. It's been rough. The gym's gone. Tell us what's been going through the last few months for you, mate.
Mate, we haven't had any gym. Gym went completely underwater. My house went under. Been training in the backyard with Dan. No sparring partners my size. No wrestling, no grappling. That was it. Just pads with Danielson. That was sick.
Mate, it's great to see you. It's a great Aussie battler story, seeing you come out like that. We've got AJ 15, you're 17. to be so young and put on that kind of display. What's next for you, man? Like, you're only 17, you're both fighting like that. Where are you going next?
Mate, I just want to get it back in here as soon as I can. I had like 3 years off since my last one. So, man, I want to get back in this year sometime.
Before we let you go, talk us through a little bit about the fight, because you were both back and forth. There was beautiful displays of jiu-jitsu, some amazing displays of stand-up. Talk us through the fight, your feeling, how it all went, my friend.
Mate, he hits fucking hard. Fuck me. I nearly went to sleep like 3 or 4 times. Fuck. Fuck. That was hard.
Beautiful, mate. Well, you put on a show. Give both of the boys an applause. If that's what you're getting tonight, I think we're all pretty stoked. Thank you, my friend. Anyone else you want to mention? Anything else you want to say before we let you go?
Just big thank you to Brett, Dan, Joel, everyone who come out tonight, especially Dan. Dan's on fighting soon. Fuck, Brett, everyone. Thank you for coming out. It was sick.
Thanks, brother.